she is. It is Laura Kraut with Baloutinue. His horse, he has the ability to do that with it. How big a stride it has.
She's certainly on it. She's got a chance here. 42.35. Laura Kraut is going to get there.
I always knew he was special. I asked Katie and Henri Prudhomme about him years ago. I just loved his type. For me, he reminds me of a thoroughbred. And I grew up riding thoroughbreds, so, you know, his feisty nature, his quickness, his bravery, you know, all of those things are what I really admired about him. They had said that they did not want to sell him and they didn't think they would ever sell him, so I sort of put him out of my mind. Although I would always watch because, again, I'm friends with them and I really love Adam. So I think for me, you know, that's one of the things that attracted me to him was just how, you know, how much confidence he has.
Well, the first time I saw him, I thought, whoa, he's wild. When I watched him competing with his previous rider, Adam Prudhomme. And so when Laura said to me, we're going to be trying Baloutinue, I thought, oh, okay, you know, he's a little wild. But once you're on him, and it's just his bark is bigger than his bite, for certain.
I got him as a 9-year-old, and he always was exceptional. All the quality. Always had an amazing time riding him. I loved the horse. It was a process to come up to the big events, big ring, but in the end he's proven himself time after time. Laura has always been a great friend of the family, great relationship with her and Nick, and I hope to see them go to the next games in Paris.
Balou loves other horses. He loves them. Actually, it's really cute. He likes to scratch backs with any horse, really, but like all my horses, Kung Fu, Calgary Tame, Dorado, they all stop at his stable and then they scratch each other's backs. So yeah, he's very friendly. His character at home, just, you know, in the stable he's just the sweetest horse ever. Like, he'll put his head in your lap and he'd leave it there for the day if you let him. He's just as kind and sweet as he can be. When you're on him, it's a little bit different. He's, again, he's very feisty, and when he's about to go in the ring, he's very good. You know, he's very concentrated. I always let him just walk into the ring just to try to keep him calm, and I think he likes that. I think he walks in the ring, he always stops and sort of looks around, you know. I tell him that it's all of his fans that are there to see him, so he kind of looks around and then you know, he gets right to business. So he's very intelligent, you know, for as fresh and strong as he can be. He's always thinking, you know, he's smart. I cannot believe it. My 3 teammates, this is their first year ever coming to Aachen, and they win this Nations Cup. So this is something to remember, and I'm very fortunate to have them as teammates because they pulled me around the first time, and then I was able to help them out the second round. I think he loves a big arena. I think what he really loves are all the people. I think he likes the atmosphere. And yes, like Aachen, for him, that was a really great venue. Same thing in Rome. You know, he likes that on the grass, bright and, you know, sort of spooky fences. But that being said, also he's very good in Geneva indoors. So, you know, he's just that guy. Like, he likes to do his job, and so wherever it is or whatever the circumstances are, he handles it.
When he walks in the ring, he surveys the land. He gives it a look, and then you'll notice he always looks, and Laura usually gives him a pat on the head. He's always like, "You ready?" And so and then he gets to work. So he's such a quick horse across the ground, but it's, especially on a night class or a big class where there's a crowd, he likes to stop and survey his kingdom before he takes off on the run.
The jump off of the Olympics for us was very nerve-wracking. I think, you know, the whole process at the Olympics with no drop score was far more nerve-wracking than the other Olympics I'd been to. I mean, you know, there's always that sort of level of comfort when you know, okay, if things go all wrong, there's still three other rounds that can count. So knowing that we could not make a mistake at all or it would ruin it for the others was very difficult. So when we knew we were going into the jump off, I think fortunately, you know, I went first. So I went in, you know, with just the idea I would put in as good a round as I could, leave the jumps up. That was sort of my instructions. And I relied on the fact that my horse is quick enough as it was. So he produced a really solid round. I mean, hindsight, again, if I had been riding him for more than 3 months, I might have been able to go a little bit quicker than I did, but I just didn't want to take any risks that where I would make a mistake.
We were in Holland, actually at our stable there, and we would hurry in the morning. We'd be finished by 12. We had a group of about 20 people there. We had it on the big screen TV, and it was the most nerve-wracking experience. It was horrible and amazing at the same time.
I was very proud, I will say. I think that the whole thing came together so quickly. You know, when you tell an owner, you know, oh yeah, I think the horse could go to the Olympics, and then to actually make that happen, and then win a medal on top of it. I felt like for the Roos, I think they deserved that for putting so much faith in myself and Baloo. So it was pretty much a dream come true, and all the people around that helped, between all the people that took care of him, my sister, Nick, just it's a big family of people, and yeah, we couldn't have done it without them.
She's certainly on it. She's got a chance here. 42.35. Laura Kraut is going to get there. It's going to be 40.26 in the lead. Laura Kraut and Baloutinue to go to #1 spot. We pick Lauren back off the floor.
It was great. I will say winning here it is really fun because it is my home. I mean, I spend the majority of the year in Europe, but this is where I'm from. And the atmosphere here in Wellington on the nights are really electric. I think people around the world are impressed by the crowds and their knowledge. Yeah, I really felt like the crowd was behind me. You know, it was really exciting. And to go in there and put down a round that the riders tried to catch, including McLean, who almost had me. Yeah, it was a very exciting night for me.
It was Laura's first 5-star Grand Prix win on Baloutinue, which was humongous. We've come close a few times, but that was the first big one. And it's just always nice to win here in Wellington. The crowds are great. We're sort of hometown here, living, you know, we all live within a mile of the horse show grounds. So it was extra special, I would say, because it's local.
She's just such a fabulous rider that she, you know, 99% of the time puts them to the best distance and really puts in her all, no matter if it's flat work or taking them out on a ride out. And so and then she always gives them a cookie after she goes to ride. They're not spoiled, but they know that she's their person, and that they want to do well for her. They're not just machines to Laura, and so that's so nice to work for somebody that values her animals and cares about them. You know, even like when we're in Holland or something and Laura gets back from a horse show, even if it's in the evening, I know that she goes out in the barn and goes and checks on the horses she hasn't seen that week or for a few weeks. So she definitely, she cares about them and values each one of them, no matter if they are meter-20 horse or meter-60 horse or an Olympic horse. They're part of her group, and she cares for them.
I don't think there's anything Baloo can't do. I think he thinks he can do anything. Last week I asked him to jump about 30 feet wide in an oxer, and he tried. He's really, like I said, he's oozing with confidence, which is really nice. It's great for me as a rider to know that, you know, if I ask him for something, he'll do his best to deliver. And I really hope and keep my fingers crossed that we have one more Olympics in us.